I would describe anthropology as a very diverse field where no matter what angle you want to study a human being, human animal, human in their cultural setting, it's the department to be in to understand those processes. So I moved to Binghamton after some time in Santa Cruz, California, where I was working at a biotech company. I wanted to get back in academia, and there was this position that opened up as a lab manager in the anthropology department, and I applied, and I've just been kind of progressing through the ranks ever since. So I've been very fortunate to have come in as a lab manager and eventually lecturer, and now as a research assistant professor and ultimately assistant professor. Understanding where students coming from, what their interests are. So if a student comes in and also tells me what they're interested in and where they see themselves going with their career, always happy to provide as much wisdom and feedback as possible with respect to those kind of questions as well. If you're going to approach for a letter of recommendation, you have to have me for at least 2 classes, I would say. I know that sometimes it's hard to establish that connection, but I would say if you're going to ask for a recommendation, at least have some rapport. You need to do well in the course as well. So having a strong academic record is important with respect to that, but ultimately establishing that relationship early on, having that conversation early on, saying this is my goal. And that's why I'm saying this ties into coming to the office hours in the first place to talk about your career goals, is if it aligns and there's an opportunity for me to help you out, that relationship and that dialogue can be established early on so that when the time comes for you to actually ask for a letter of recommendation, I'm ready to write one and I'm willing to write one. Yeah, I've definitely worked with students on research of varying degrees of bioarchaeological projects, ancient DNA projects. I've just recently worked on a student who's looking at identifying whale bones at archaeological sites in the Aleutian Islands, Alaska, using a whole range of different methods, isotopic, paleoproteomics, and ancient DNA. I'm currently working with a student right now on ancient DNA amputation of the mitochondrial genome. So, these sort of projects, I think, are representative of the kind of questions I want to answer, ultimately. Yes, I'm going to throw Dr. Laura Spake out there and her quantitative class in advanced statistics, because I think more anthropologists need to understand how to apply statistics, how to ask questions, how to quantify their data, and how to better understand patterns in their data using statistical analysis. I think this is one thing that anthropologists really could use from a wide variety of different and diverse fields.